Spring is here, a popular time to buy and sell homes, also a prime season for home improvements. Frank Tarala is with us on this Money Monday. He's from Principal Brokers Network in Rochester. You're a realtor, and you say we should call somebody like you before we call a contractor if we're thinking about remodeling, because you've seen the downside of that.
Absolutely, Murray. People will start a project and have a budget and sometimes stray from that budget, and then in terms of resale, it's hard to recoup that investment.
So the question is, what are some of the best things we can do as we remodel the homes to bring about some kind of a gain for us, or at least almost make us even when we're going to sell? Let's take a look at some of them right now. The costs and returns of many projects that people do. First of all, we're looking at the front door replacement. The cost typically is about $1,100. Resale value, $974 when you sell the house. So that's a return of 85%. That's not too bad, but the old days of getting more for your money don't exist anymore, do they?
Well, you have to be careful. That's most for sure, Murray. And Realtor Magazine, along with Remodeling Magazine, do this study every year to see what are the projects that we're recommending people do, and the outdoor projects are dominating the list, the front door being the #1.
First thing people see when they come up to your house.
Sure, no second chance at a first impression.
All right.
So
a lot of people have been looking at wood decks. A lot of people have wood decks. People have been doing things to the outside of their homes, the back of their homes, making it more livable. Wood deck, typical cost is about $9,300. Resale value, $7,200. So the return there is 77%. That's not a bad return if you've been there. But hasn't there been a change in what people want outside in the back?
Well, it varies by area, Murray. Some outdoor patio settings are better in certain environments than others. You wouldn't put a patio on your house to sell it, but when you do that patio in your home, you have 3 points of value. It's going to increase your enjoyment of your home, it should increase the value of your home, and it should help when you go to sell your home to reduce marketing time.
All right, let's move inside and talk about the kitchen, because a lot of people look at kitchen remodeling jobs because they want a better kitchen, but they always say, will it sell? Typical cost of a remodeled kitchen, and these are figures that are average from coast to coast, over $18,000. Resale value, you get about $13,900 back, which is a cost recovered of 75%. That's not too bad. What are the mistakes we're going to make when we remodel the kitchen?
You want to be careful not to do things that can be too personal that are hard to replace. If you painted your kitchen a unique color for yourself, that's something a buyer or you could easily change to market your home. But if you put in a real personal ceramic tile that may be offensive to someone else, that will detract from the value of your home, and it's a very expensive job for someone to replace.
All right, we have a list of many more remodeling jobs and the money that you'll recover on our website, myfoxdetroit.com. It's on the Money Monday page. These are the things that are going to cost you. These are the things that you don't want to do, and you supplied me, Frank, with this list. Over-the-top kitchen jobs, over-the-top bathrooms. When we say over-the-top, what do we mean here?
You may see somebody put a $2,000 tub in a bathroom, and if they're not staying very long in the home, that's going to be an improvement that you're not going to recover the cost from. So you want to kind of keep the scale of the job pertinent to the area that the home is located.
A pool or a hot tub, is it a plus or a minus? It's on your list of things to watch out for, to be careful of.
Well, I've always heard people say pools detract from the value of your home. I wouldn't necessarily agree with that. If it's a pool buyer, they will have some value in that pool. However, it usually extends the marketing time of your home in order to find that buyer who does appreciate the pool.
Okay, so that could be a negative then, unless you find that typical buyer that always wanted a pool. And specialized rooms. What do we mean about specialized rooms when we're talking about this inside our house?
That's a very unique change today in housing, Murray. I see some very elaborate game rooms that outdoorsmen may have, that they have their trophies mounted. My in-laws actually had a home that had a chapel in the home in Palmer Woods. And today my sister has a quilting studio in her home. So people really are coming out and using their home for more than just a place to live.
All right, they want that because they get value out of that, but somebody else may not. It may
Not too many people ask me for a home with a chapel in it, so you're right.
Gotcha. Very quickly, we were talking about summertime holidays coming up. You guys sell on the holidays, and this is a real hot holiday market, real hot real estate market right now, and you're telling your people that you don't want to be at the club working out if somebody wants to buy a house that day.
I've always told realtors that if you're working or not on that holiday, someone's going to buy a home. You have a better chance if you're working.
So when we're talking about even Memorial Day coming up, that could be a hot one for real estate sales in Metro Detroit.
I'm sure there's many realtors who are working that holiday.
And if you're a home buyer or seller, don't take the holiday off. Frank Tarala, Principal Brokers Network. Thank you for being with us from
Thank you, Murray.
Studios. More of his information on a link to his site as well at myfoxdetroit.com. You'll find it on the Money Monday page. Let's go over to the big brown couch, folks.